Hey guys, it's Slushy and welcome back to another video. Now, today I really just wanted to make this video because about a month ago, it's not really been a month, it's been almost a month. We're almost coming up on a month since I bought my Nintendo Switch. Now, I wasn't really worried about getting a Switch at all because there's really, it's a portable system. It's got everything going for it, right? There's not really anything to say about it. I love how absolutely handheld it is. Like, it's a little bit longer, and I think it's a little bit wider than the PSP ever was. I think the PSP was a little bit smaller. And then these are really far. Like, the Joy-Cons are really stretched apart. So, I'm still getting used to the system itself. But I have played every game that I bought. I also want to show this off. In case those people who haven't bought a Switch, I don't know what this stuff. Okay, it comes with the dock, obviously, which is what you put the Switch. Hold on. Okay, so you put the Switch in there like that, and you hook I want to take that out just so I don't make a fool out of myself here on TV. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, so much for that, huh? That didn't last very long, did it? Okay, so I'm doing a terrible job at explaining this shit, but right here they have an AC adapter, they have a USB port, and an HDMI output. You obviously put the input into the TV, and you set your little Switch right inside here, as I showed you, and it's an easier way of setting up your Switch to, do it off the TV if you don't want to do it off a smaller screen like this. I mean, in my opinion, that kind of defeats the purpose of having a Switch. I can understand doing it for some games, like occasionally wanting to hook it up, or if you just don't feel like dealing with a smaller screen. I get that, but I feel like it's in that sort of way. I mean, this is a cool convenience thing, so I'm not saying anything bad about Nintendo. It's awesome that they do that. But really, if you're going to get a system, and if that's one of the upsides of getting a Nintendo Switch, that's kind of crazy, because you might as well just go ahead and buy yourself a PS4 or an Xbox system or a PS5 if you can get a hold of one. So that's just kind of nuts for me. And I've actually seen some people say that they got it just so they could play games off their TV. I'm like, you realize you can do that every other system, right? But whatever. Also, I got this. This box isn't from Nintendo. I didn't get this in the collector in the system box. This is something I got separately. Here's all the games I have. I have Remothered, Broken Porcelain. I have Remothered, Tormented Fathers. I have a game called Monstrum, which is a really cool monster game. I have Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which is actually a really cool game. Yes, I know it looks kind of it's like anime, so you're probably going to judge me hardcore, but I recommend you play it or watch it at some point because it's definitely not your typical anime experience. I know anime is super popular anyways, like most people, or not most people, but a lot of people really do enjoy anime. It's definitely on the upside lately, and also GTA Definitive Edition, the trilogy, I should say. So I'm gonna deal with that later. But up top here, look how convenient this thing is. Let me adjust the ignore the naked mannequin in the background with Huggy Wuggy sitting on top of her. So this thing is super convenient, right? So if this is sitting on your entertainment center, all you have to do is put your dock like this, right? Look at this. God damn it. Okay, I majorly fucked up. Okay, so I had to go out and find my Nintendo controller. Okay, so what you do with this, obviously, is you put your Joy-Cons in there as they're supposed to go. But with this box thing, it's so handy because you could just literally put, and then this thing holds it for you. Holds it in place. I really don't know what the opposite side's for. I assume if you have another, controller thing. And then obviously, of course, same as usual, you'd put this thing here. But if you're playing off the TV, let me actually turn this around so you can see it better. There, that's like the front of it. But if you're playing off the TV, you obviously have to put these into the legit controller because otherwise you're not going to be able to play the thing on TV, obviously. But this thing is really handy, and I got this from Five Below. I don't know if every state has Five Below, or, every city, or any of that stuff. But I recommend, if you do have a Five Below, check them out, because believe it or not, they got a lot of really useful shit, like this thing. I think this was $5, $10, something like that. They're called Five Below, but lately they've been getting things that aren't $5 or below. They got some items that are a little bit more expensive, but let me tell you something about it. Is it's a pretty good deal, because most places are going to ring you up pretty good, and Five Below is still pretty damn cheap. So that's what it looks like all put together. I don't have another controller for this side. I think that's what that's for. I don't know, because this thing, this thing, it looks different from this side. So I don't know if this is like for something else. Maybe you're supposed to wrap your charger around here. But also this thing has like a, I'm trying to do this without completely fucking shit up. Okay, let me just point it out. There's a little spot under here where you can open it up, and there's like a place where you could store stuff, like games that you don't have cases for. So, yeah, that's the dealio. I got to say one thing about the Switch. After having it for this long, I got to say that I really enjoy the system. I don't have much experience with portable gaming systems. I never owned a PSP. My brother did, and we've never owned a PSP Vita or any of the previous Nintendo portable consoles. This is the first one that I've ever personally owned. I've played the Nintendo DS at my cousin's house a long time ago, 3DS, all those systems. But this is definitely a really good system. If you're on the fence about getting it or not, I recommend you getting it. There's like a $350 one. It's like the OLED model. I don't really care about the whole technical capabilities and stuff. Maybe I should, but I don't. I just kind of got the one that stood out to me. I seen these colors, and I like it a lot better than the OLED model. The OLED model supposedly has better capabilities and it's stronger system, but this thing works pretty good for me, so I'll go with the cheaper option every day of the week. I mean, it's not the cheapest kind, because there's like a Nintendo Switch Lite, which is a smaller version that doesn't have as many, I guess, not as much memory or something. So it's way cheaper. It's like $200. This thing's like $300. And then the OLED model is like $350. So overall, not a bad system, you know. I really enjoy it. If I had to rate this system out of 10, I've never done system ratings before. I can't believe it's a Nintendo system that I'm rating first, because I am a huge PlayStation fan. I feel ashamed. I've never done a system review before. But I would have to give this system a 10 out of 10. I don't really have any problems with it. Like I said, I'm not, it's not even the system's fault, but I am getting used to the length of the system still. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh god, I gotta press that button? How do I do this? And I'm also used to more of like a typical controller. Maybe I should just play the games off of this. I don't know. But then that kind of takes away the purpose of... I failed to mention. You don't always have to put this on the dock in order to play with the controller. Like, you could just set up your screen somewhere and then, you know, you're on the shitter or something and you want to play some Call of Duty. I don't even think Call of Duty's on Nintendo Switch. You want to play some GTA San Andreas, you know, you just put your fucking Joy-Cons in the controller and then just... have fun, you know? It's a good system. What can I say? 10 out of 10. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you're not already. The bell get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep updated the channels, there's some crazy going on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! Oh, fuck.